this Valentine's and President's Day weekend, we took a quick one-night getaway to Long Key State Park for some primitive camping in the Florida Keys. Sometimes all you need is one night to completely reset. We stayed at Tent B, which shows up as Tent 2 when you make your reservation. Just a little tip in case you're booking and wondering about the naming. The campground is also very secure. There's a gated entrance with a code provided only to overnight guests. The walk from parking to the campground is short and easy, but just far enough to feel peaceful and tucked away. Along the way, you're greeted with beautiful beach views, that calm, clear Keys blue that instantly slows you down. We had planned to get in the water, but we noticed sea lice in the area, so we decided to keep our distance this time and just enjoy the shoreline views instead. And honestly, just sitting there, breathing in the salt air was more than enough. And then came the sunset. There's just something about a Florida Keys sunset. The sky slowly shifts from soft blues to warm oranges, reflecting over the calm water like a painting. Sitting there at camp, watching the sun drop below the horizon, felt like the perfect Valentine's moment. Peaceful, simple, and unforgettable. The next morning, we woke up slowly and started the day with coffee. I used a teapot to boil water and made instant coffee and oatmeal. After a quick breakfast, we took one last quiet walk and soaked in the final views of the water. We finished packing up our gear, folding down the tent, the hammock, loading up our supplies, and making sure we left everything just as we found it. Once everything was secured, we said goodbye to our little beach campsite and hit the road toward the fort, ready for the next part of our adventure. Before we left, we wanted to show you the available showers for campers. There are 3 showers on site, clean and convenient. Definitely a nice bonus when you're primitive camping. We decided to drive a little further down to Key West after hearing about a historic site called Fort Zachary Taylor Historic State Park. I had heard there was so much history there, and it truly delivered. And a quick tip. This weekend was a free entrance to all state parks in Florida since President's Day falls on a Monday. So we didn't have to pay. Now, Fort Zachary Taylor was built in the mid-1800s and played an important role in the Civil War, protecting vital shipping routes through the Gulf of Mexico. Walking through the fort, you can still see the massive brick walls and one of the largest collections of Civil War-era cannons in the country. We decided to do the free guided tour, which began at 11 o'clock in the morning, and it was worth it. The park ranger was knowledgeable, and we learned so much about the fort's history, its role in the Civil War, and how it helped protect key shipping routes. As you walk through the fort, you can see the original jail cells where prisoners were once held. Standing inside those small enclosed spaces really makes you pause and think about what life must have been like during that time. Throughout the fort, there are bricks engraved with markings that the ranger believes are authentic from that era. Seeing those details up close makes the history feel tangible. It is impactful to stand in those rooms and imagine the stories that unfolded there. It brings the past to life in a way you don't expect. One of the most impressive things we learned during the tour was about the cannons. Some of them had a firing range of up to 3 miles. When you stand on top of the fort and look out over the water, you can actually see the surrounding islands and imagine just how far that distance really is. The ranger pointed out how the cannons were strategically positioned to cover the harbor and nearby waterways. And beyond all the history, the beach there is absolutely stunning, clear blue water, a natural rocky shoreline, and some of the best snorkeling in Key West. It really is the perfect balance of learning, exploring, and then unwinding by the water. If you enjoyed following along on our Keys adventure, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more trips, tips, and beautiful destinations.